welcome to Wissahickon Charter School's Awbury graduation for the class of 2023. I'm Christy Littell, and I'm the CEO of Wissahickon. I'm a big believer in showing gratitude, so before I go any further, there's some people we need to recognize for their hard work that's led us to today. So these folks have gone above and beyond to make 8th grade special. All of these people have helped to make our graduation and 8th grade events possible. Ms. Polite, Ms. Effie, Ms. Bailey, Ms. Coleman, Ms. Allie, Ms. Kaylin, Ms. Shonda, Ms. Z, Ms. Carrie, Ms. Ashley, and Ms. Katie, as well as all of the adults who are going to be giving speeches here today. And I also want to thank you, the families, who have supported your children and trusted us with the important work of educating them. Many of you have joined us when your students entered kindergarten. This is the first class. Raise your hand on stage if you joined Wissahickon in kindergarten. Nice job. That was the first year that the Awbury campus opened its doors. And we know that you took a leap of faith in joining us, and we're grateful for that. And most importantly, I want to thank our graduates. Thank you for sharing yourselves with us, for your curiosity, your grace, your humor, your smarts, your ambition, your trust, and your time. We're better because we had these years with you. I love graduation at Wissahickon. In this program, every graduate will have someone speaking for them personally. This is a Wissahickon tradition. We see your children as whole people with a wide array of diverse talents and personalities. Today, you will get a glimpse into the many things we saw in our graduates. As you leave us, this is to you, as you leave us, know that it's been an honor for us to know you and to watch you grow up. I hope that you have learned some important lessons here that will stay with you forever. Lessons about caring for yourself and one another and our earth. Lessons about speaking up when you see injustice. This is what we were trying to do with you. And I want you to come back to visit us and share your story with us. Tell us your successes and your challenges. Tell us where we helped you and where we failed you so we can do better. We will always care about you. Our time together mattered. And now, I want you to sit back and enjoy these memories and listen to our hopes and dreams for you. We are so proud of you and we're expecting great things. I now have the pleasure of introducing Sullivan, get ready. Ready? I would like to introduce Saeed Sullivan Muhammad leading in
Hello. I have come a long way from kindergarten and my kindergarten years, and now I try to get good grades, I try to be successful, and I try to do my best. The moral of the story is that you can change for the better, and I'm going to read a poem called See It Through by Albert Guest. When you're up against the trouble, meet it squarely, face to face, lift your chin and set your shoulders, plant your feet and take a breeze. When it's vain, try to dodge it. Do the best that you can do. You may fail, but you may conquer. See it through. Black may be the clouds about you, and your future may seem grim. But don't let your nerve desert you. Keep yourself and fight and trim. If the worst is bound to happen, in spite of all that you can do, running from it will not save you. See it through. Even hope may seem but futile. When with troubles you're beset. But remember, you are facing just what other men have met. You may fail, but fall still fighting. Don't give up, whatever you do. Eyes front, head high to the finish, see it through. Thank you. The next is Juniper Reggiani, the class Salutatorian, introducing our Valedictorian speaker.
Good evening, families, friends, and fellow classmates. We did it, wow. Finally graduating 8th grade. That's big. It's unbelievable how fast middle school went, and I can't believe we are already here. The work we did to get to this moment has all paid off, and we don't have to do summer packets anymore. It's a win-win. When I was told that I was salutatorian, I was like, cool, what's that? Then Ms. Polite told me it was the second highest GPA, and I was like, cool, now I have something in common with most of the Philly sports teams, second place. Go Birds. Honestly, it was very exciting yet intimidating. Exciting because I get to proudly show how hard I worked, but intimidating because I had to write a speech. Not because I didn't have enough to say, but more how to say it. Getting to this point, becoming a salutatorian, meant a lot of time at home studying and staying focused, even when I wanted to chat with my friends. And if I had to do it all over again, I wouldn't do anything different. And now that we are going to high school, I wish I would have to do it all over again. Because as much as I want to leave WCS and start a new chapter in my life, I will miss the pancakes for breakfast, Miss Carrie's soda obsession, all the inside jokes, and the supportive friends and teachers. So to all of my peers, I wish you the best in high school. And remember those memories and lessons you have learned from WCS. Before I end this speech, I would like to share a quote. Don't cry because it's over. Smile because it happened. Now, I would like to introduce our valedictorian, Jasmine Justice.
Guardians, staff of WCS, and the graduating class of 2023. It is with great honor that I deliver this speech for our incredible student body. I have attended WCS since the first day the school opened its doors. Over the years, the WCS community has truly become a second family to us all. The encouraging and supportive staff has been instrumental in helping carve our way for our future lives. I applaud my fellow classmates, this class of 2023, who pushed tirelessly through the difficulties of going through this year. Before you are doctors, teachers, electricians, athletes, lawyers, entrepreneurs of tomorrow. The family of WCS class of 2023 have made many memories over the years that we will carry with us. Together we have laughed, shared sadness, argued, and even cried together, but we have always loved one another. And it's quite funny because in my speech I also put, like Dr. Seuss once said, don't cry because it's over, smile because it happened. Our memories will last a lifetime. So go WCS class of 2023. And then with that, I would like to introduce to you Sabria Young and Lauren McLeod presenting the class.
The class of 2023 is continuing the tradition of donating a stepping stone to the line of the front drive of WCS Awbury. In addition to the generosity of the Lewis family, we are donating a bench dedicated to the class of 2023.
The stone has been added to the path to mark our graduation and becoming WCS alumni. We would like to thank our families for contributing to the class gift and making our path to graduation possible. Next we would like to
introduce Ms. Gordon, the Director of Culture, to see that speech.
Good evening, families, staff, and the class of 2023. When I was first asked to be a speaker at graduation, I thought very long about the best way to describe this year, and I landed on a roller coaster. This past year, Ms. Abby and I taught an SEL lesson, Social Emotional Learning, in which students had to explain the connection between their lives and a roller coaster. One 8th grader described the connection as, and I quote, "Roller coasters are equivalent to life because it has its ups and downs, and it goes left sometimes, but always goes back to right, end quote. You all have experienced ups and downs, twists, turns, and terrifying drops. But as scary as the ride may have been at times, the one thing that you know for sure is that the ride will eventually come to an end. I ask that you reflect on this past school year and identify conversations that you've had with staff members at WCS. It could have been a conversation that you had when you were in trouble and you were getting feedback from myself or Ms. Polite. A restorative conversation facilitated by Ms. Jones because you were involved in some ongoing drama. A counseling session with Ms. Abby or Ms. Alley, or just a heart-to-heart with Ms. Carey, the favorite teacher to so many of you. As you reflect on these details surrounding those conversations, think about all of the advice you were given and the lessons you learned. My hope for the class of 2023 is that you hold on to the advice and the lessons that you've learned from your time at WCS and take them with you as you enter into your 9th grade year. If you find yourself on a scary roller coaster ride, remember to dig into your Wissahickon toolbox and utilize all of the knowledge and resources you were given to overcome the obstacles standing in your way. There is comfort in knowing that no matter what part of the roller coaster ride you are on, the twist, the turn, or the drop, that moment will not last forever. The ride will eventually come to an end, and you will be okay. As you embark on this new stage in your education as a freshman in high school, remember that on your roller coaster ride, you get to choose your own track. You will always have the opportunity to make choices that will make your ride crash and burn or be a smooth sailing. Continue to push towards the mark to achieve success on your new journey. Congratulations, class of 2023. Now, Ms. Polite, our middle school principal, will introduce the presentations of diplomas.
All right, so like Dean Christie said, this is the point in our program where each of the speakers will begin coming up for the different students that they felt the most connected to this year or throughout the years. So we're going to start off for Azir Lucas.
And now I guess it's time I say yes. I really will miss you. So often when I look at you, I see the many sides of you. There are many more than you very often show. Only a flash, and then you're back to being the guy a lot of people want to be around and check in with. But that's not really it, is it? There's some serious depth to you. I think of a few times where you quietly but insistently needed to tell me about a close friend and a teammate who was seriously wounded or something particularly violent that you had unfortunately witnessed. You try to play it off, but you are letting flashes of a more honest you, a stronger you. What a different high school world you are heading into. One whose doors opened for you initially because of your immense talent on the football field, but it is because of the many other parts of you they must also be able to see. Azir, it's going to take me weeks at least to not expect to see you appear at the door in the morning. Get my little side hug from you, talk for a few minutes. We'll be here if you need us.
Good evening, everyone. May I have Anya Stevens come up, please?
I remember the first day like yesterday, shy, quiet, and kept to yourself, but look at you now, friend. One of the things you were most nervous about was filling in your sister's shoes and or being casted in her shadow. However, as we talked, you set your own path, and have you let your light break through. Thank you throughout these years for the simple exchanges of warm embraces every time we see each other in the hallway, literally every time. And when you come to my classroom to offer me help, or if you were just coming in for apples and snacks. Yeah, that's that place. Every moment makes my day. The next part of your journey will be beautiful and still rocky with uncertainties, but be sure of this. Whichever direction your studies, friends, family, and faith takes you, your dad is beyond proud every step of the way. Looking forward to see your creative spirit takes you, and or the next pages in your book reads. Don't forget to come visit me, whether that's asking if I need help, asking for an apple, or just a simple hug. I love you and congratulations.
Alana Simpson. Alana, if there's any student in the 8th grade who should really be earning a paycheck for showing up at school, it is probably you. Without your daily help and assistance in the art room, I wouldn't have been able to lead the art curriculum we have this year. Your patience, dedication, and maturity are not often found in an 8th grader, or most adults I know. A consistent and quiet presence, you offer great insight and support for those who take the time to listen. Your strong desire to help shows your immense empathy for others. The entire school has benefited from your contributions. I know these skills will serve you well as you head into high school and beyond, and I can't wait to see what the future holds for you.
I'd like to call up Amaya Emfinger. Amaya, I'm reading this on behalf of Miss Nancy. She's on her way. This is my girl. I had the privilege of getting to know and teach Amaya when she was in 5th grade and 6th grade. Amaya was new to our school in 5th grade, but with her bubbly and kind personality, she fit in right away. She is smart, hardworking, and compassionate. Right away when I met Amaya, I knew she was the kind of person who looks out for people. She cares about her family, and she makes sure that people have what they need. My favorite memories of Amaya are the times when she went out of her way to help someone, make someone smile, or just check in on someone who was having a hard time. She knew how to make the silliest jokes to bring a smile to the faces of the people around her. In 2020, when we all had to stay home and teach or learn virtually, I felt lucky to get to see a student like Amaya every single day. It was an isolating and sad time for both students and teachers, but Amaya made the best of the experience. Assuming that she did not fall asleep during morning meeting in front of her computer, she brought such a positive light to our Zoom session each and every day. I loved when she shared her artwork with the class, introduced us to her baby brother and her pets, or she just kept us entertained with her newest joke or dance move. Don't be afraid to sing and do silly dance moves like no one is watching. Be true to yourself. Remember your strengths. You feel your emotions so deeply, and it makes you a better person. You have the ability to understand others' emotions because of what you have experienced. Don't be afraid to let people in as you transition to high school. You are such a special person, and everyone deserves to get to know the real Amaya. Please know that I will always be your biggest fan, and I will always root for you to succeed. I'd like to call up Cameron Hardy. I'm just going to be up here for a while, so. Cam, it feels like yesterday you were this sweet little kindergartner with a lot of energy. Y'all remember that? I have had the pleasure of getting to know you over the your years at Awbury, and I am so proud of you. You have grown into such a kind and respectful young man. Your calm demeanor and easygoing attitude will definitely come in handy as you grow into an adult. Best of luck to you next year in high school. Don't let anyone get in your head or steer you away from being the best possible you that you can be. I leave you with this quote by Minor Myers Jr. Go into the world and do well, but more importantly, go into the world and do good. And now Cassiel Michael Fagan. Cassiel, we go way back. I remember many days when I had to call your mom with Miss Tammy to let her know that you thought you were a ninja once again and you tried to karate chop him because you were so into your character. There was once a time when Miss Nancy had asked you to write about a person in their life that they admired. Most kids wrote about their mom or their dad or an older sibling, but you wrote about your grandma DJ and drew the most amazing illustration to go along with it. I have always admired your creativity and the fact that you are not afraid to be you. I know that this gets more challenging, and as you get older, the pressure of peers can interfere, but I challenge you to always be true to yourself because you are one of a kind. I know that no matter what the future holds, you will do great things. I will miss you, so please come back and visit. And now I'm going to sit.
I'd like to call up Chloe Lewis.
And then we'll do Christian forward.
Okay. Chloe, happy graduation. I am so grateful that I got to know you better these past few months because I got to watch you improve in math, see your beautiful art, and to learn about where your interests and passions were. I watched you become more confident in your math skills, and I'm really proud of how much effort you put into learning something, even when it's hard. You would often say, I don't know, but then over time, you started beating me in math games, and I have no doubt that you will make friends that feel like family again in high school, because when people really get to know you, they find out that you're really funny, caring, and you keep it real. I hope you continue believing in yourself, making art, watching the scariest movies I've ever heard of, and surrounding yourself with people who love you. Happy graduation.
Sorry about that, Christian. Christian Ford. Christian, this is one I had to go back and do some rework. I had to include your performance in Raisin in the Sun. It really fit in with a lot of what I had. I think of you as a brave kid. I remember meeting you and your mom in the chairs behind the front office a few months into the school year last year. Your mom wanted more for you, more challenge, and so the chance to come to WCS was exciting, sure, but it was also scary for you and a big deal to move you once the school year had begun. Quiet socially at the start, you let it be known quickly that you were a good student, confident in what you knew, and eager to be pushed and to learn more. This continued this year and certainly culminated in your performance in the play a week ago. From the moment I introduced the idea of a play, you worked at home, you watched versions of the play to understand your character and your hard work and natural ability. Your performance allowed others to rise and to also shine. Keep your light strong and be true to yourself.
remember a lot of your insight and guidance classes in 7th grade where we tackled some uncomfortable and tough topics, but what you submitted in class gave me a little window into your mind. As silly as you can be, there's a lot in your head and heart that's beyond your years. And this year, we've gotten to have some conversations that let me in on how much creativity you've got inside that always moving brain. You've accomplished so much, and we're so excited to see what Central has in store for you and what you have in store for Central. Continue to be the kind of student you are, one who takes his work seriously, knows how to have fun, and owns his faults as well as his successes. Good luck.
I call up Davion Nellums, please. All right. Hello, Davion. I don't even know where to begin. To say I am proud of your maturity and growth as a young man over the past few years is an understatement. You have really started to know yourself and to know your worth. It was just a few weeks ago you separated yourself from your peers to sit with me while you worked because you said you're trying to be a better kid. That comment may not seem like a big deal, but in that moment you put yourself and your academics before the nonsense. And it just made me so proud. It made me realize, oh, like he gets this. But I want you to remember too that you already are a great kid, and it's okay not to be perfect. Just keep putting in the work, and my hope is that you continue to believe in yourself, believe that you are worthy of strong friendships and relationships, and anything that you want to do, you can do it. All right, you got this, and best of luck.
WCS Walker. Artistic, quiet, humble, patient, analytical, strong, yet gentle. I believe that there is only one student that fully embodies these words within this graduating class, and that is none other than Miss WCS Walker. WCS, your love and kindness is noticeable. You'll always cherish the sincerity of your morning greetings and thoughtful acts. Your steady presence is such a blessing to your teachers and will serve you well in the future. Your light is already shining so bright. As you leave WCS, remember to always let your light shine because your genuine love and kindness is contagious, and we are better for it. My challenge to you as you leave WCS is to be bold, be courageous, try new things, and travel the world. Congratulations.
Dante Savage. There's a quote someone shared with me at a much younger point in my life, and I've thought of it a few times when watching you over the last year and a half. You have to make mistakes to find out who you aren't. You take the action, and then the insight follows. You don't think your way into becoming yourself. In my own life, I have often had to learn the same lesson many times, but it is never not possible to learn. Last year, you started a few months into the year, and 7th grade can be a difficult time for any kid. But starting at a new school a few months after the beginning of the year is a whole additional level of challenge. I remember very clearly meeting you for the first time. You were buried inside your hoodie, mumbled a few words to me before going completely silent. You were eager to make connections with your peers. But this year went on, I saw times where you were very genuinely interested in what you were learning. In fact, during Reading Refugee, you frequently made connections to specific events you were learning about in social science that connected to moments in art. As you begin with a fresh start next year, Dante, I hope you remember and pursue the feeling of joy and satisfaction that can come from being a strong student, and that you are unlikely to find that satisfaction in any of those social interactions, at least not for a while. I believe in you.
Dwayne, you are truly an individual. You are silly, but somehow serious and thoughtful about your future. Easily social, but somehow you sneak away to your own space in the classroom behind a science counter, hoodie on. You can procrastinate, but somehow advocate for yourself in your grades. You can have a little talk back, but I have to say that you have generally been extremely polite and sweet in our interactions, and I appreciate that. All of these things are indications of a layered and interesting person. I hope as you move into high school that you sift through the layers that work for you and your goals and maybe peel away the things that don't. And you already know my friend works at the high school you're going to, so I'll have eyes to keep tabs on how you're doing. Congratulations and good luck.
Elijah Peterson. If I could describe you, Mr. Peterson, in 2 words, it would be unapologetic and protector. Unapologetic because you've always moved with purpose, intention, and pride. Most come across pride as something that has negative connotation, usually egotistical, sometimes defiant, and not letting other people get in their way. Now, do all of those fit you? Yes, to an extent. However, it's not all who you are. Pride is also a feeling of deep pleasure or satisfaction derived from one's own achievements, of those whom one is closely associated with, admired, conscious, and those of high quality. Your name falls under those as well. Duality is a thing. Elijah, I know for you to have such pride, particularly in your culture and your background, which you taught us your first year here at Wissahickon. And who are you as a young man today? Because of that, I'll also say that you embody the word protector. You love your family, your brothers, more than anyone can imagine, as well as your friends. You try to stay loyal as possible, and I hope that moving forward, you keep those same qualities, because the key word is moving forward. Make new mistakes, new friends, and reach new milestones, because you are worthy of those things. Watching you go through the process of molding and learning who you are has been a beautiful vision. So in this next chapter of your life, hold on to those words or allow them to blossom into something more, because you cannot be fit into a box. Stay an unapologetic young man, full of pride of who he is and wants to be, protecting his peace, family, and purpose.
Elijah Valentine.
I always thought you were a shy, quiet kid. As I got to know you better as a student these past 2 years, I realized you were neither shy nor quiet, but rather laid back and chill. You interact with your friends, do your schoolwork, and really aren't interested in much else. But until you hit that basketball court, your entire personality shines. You're determined, you're resilient, and no nonsense. As you leave WCS, I want that same attitude you have on the basketball court to come through in life. So for now, keep smiling. That smile to see how, I'm sorry. So for now, no, I cannot wait to see how far you go in life. So for now, keep smiling that smile that lights up a room. Keep giving your all in things you are passionate about, and may the greatness that I see in you carry you far. You ready?
Can I get Ethan to come on up? Ethan, congratulations! Watching you grow academically and in your sense of self this past year has been so cool to see. I know that your creativity,
big heart, and curiosity can carry you far. I will miss your warm, good morning, Miss Katie's, every morning in homeroom, and you always ask me to borrow my pens every day. Yes, every day. But I know that you have nothing but the brightest future ahead of you. Good luck next year. I know you're going to absolutely rock it.
I'd like to call up Hanaya Burks. Hanaya, I have known you a long time. I'd even say sometimes your mom may even give me the okay to call you my work daughter. I remember back in kindergarten when you were this tiny little person with a big old raspy voice, and now look at you, an almost fully grown person with an even bigger raspy voice. Girl, you are fierce. You truly stand up for what you believe in. You advocate for yourself as well as the people you care about. The last few years have presented many challenges, but you made it through. I encourage you to stay focused and on top of your work because you have all the intelligence and support to be a great success. In the inspirational words of Oprah Winfrey, so I say to you, forget about the fast lane. If you really want to fly, just harness your power to your passion. Honor your calling. Everybody has one. Trust your heart and success will come to you. Love you and best of luck in whatever the future has in store for you.
Idris Campbell. Idris, back in the day when Mr. Jared and I heard your name, we always think, what are we going to learn about this kid today? Normally you presented yourself as calm, cool, and quiet. We were very curious about you and wanted to learn more about who Idris was. Then remote learning happened. We remember seeing a video of you of your 6th grade projects and you were in your element. No mask and projecting like a pro in the camera. Schooling us about technology, gaming, and life lessons. Idris, I say all of this to say, you are not a book to be judged by its quiet cover, and I hope whichever version of you are comfortable allowing people to see is just as momentous as the young man I see on and off that screen. Congratulations.
Jade Thomas Former. Jade, you did it. You've overcome the challenges of your year and you made it here today. I'm very proud of you and all of the growth you have made. For the 9 years I have known you, there has been one thing that has stayed true. You have always had that tough exoskeleton with a big heart protected inside. I feel privileged to see that part of yours, not just by your daily hug and hello, but also observing from a distance. I see it when you mentor younger students and support friends when they are in need. I see it in your smile and your laugh in moments of genuine happiness. It's absolutely captivating. Thank you for sharing. Of course, in my style of always giving advice, some things to remember as you move forward in life. You are not alone. You are loved. You create your reality. I look forward to you discovering the reality of your dreams.
In every class, there's that one student that you can look over to and you know they get it. For me, that student is Jade. Whether it's first thing in the morning at arrival or in the middle of the class, I can look at Jade and just get an honest vibe check of whatever is going on at that moment. I think in all phases in life, but especially in middle school, it can be difficult to stay true to yourself, be unbothered by the nonsense, and approach each day with a quiet yet powerful grace. Yet Jade brings these qualities every day to all of her relationships with her friends and teachers. I know that as long as you continue to just do you, you're going to thrive in whatever you choose to do at high school and beyond. I'll miss your daily hugs and check-ins, but I'm so very excited for the next chapter in your life.
Jade Huntley. When people end up spending a lot of time together, you cannot help but make observations. Some people don't think much about what they notice about others. But time and time again, I would be aware of how much you were taking in. Aware of your teachers and your peers, and sometimes all too aware of yourself and any number of things you were frustrated by or upset about. But you always push through and find your way. You are curious and willing to take risks, especially in discussing literature, and so pushing what we all get out of a text. But what I most think of you in terms of your curiosity, I think of the example that just happened last week. I used the word epiphany to describe a character's reaction. Someone asked what that meant. And you quietly turned and said, realization. How fitting that you knew that. Jadis, I hope high school is only the beginning of many epiphanies throughout your whole life. Ones where you discover yourself and ones where you know better the world.
Jalen.
Mommy loves you.
I have loved getting to know you this past year in homeroom, science, and math. Watching you work hard, ask questions, and reach your goals has been so cool to see. You have such an inquisitive and creative mind, and I know that you are going to go on and do great things next year at Saul. We are so proud of who you are becoming. Good luck, and we will miss you next year.
Jasmine Justin.
Dearest Jasmine, there are always students, that impress me with their intellect, or with their leadership skills, or with the way they can easily command a room. I have never met a student who has impressed me with all three at the same time. You are that student. One of the lowest points in my life, in my personal life, happened this school year. I have never told you this. But after opening your Christmas present that you gave to me and crying for hours, I knew that everything would just work out. So now I can honestly tell you that everything will work out. There is no doubt in my mind that you will leave WCS and go on to do great things. And if you ever start to doubt yourself, remember these things. Enjoy the process. Enjoy the process.
Things may not go the way you want to go at first, but things will come together. Make sure to always follow your intuition, and I always tell you if you don't feel right, it ain't right. And when all else fails, please know that Ms. Coleman will always have your back, just like you had mine.
Genesis Patterson. Genesis, you and I have had some pretty deep, serious discussions over these 2 years. We have also had some really good laughs. Most middle schoolers avoid or ignore those kind of conversations, but not you. You would rather confront and talk through something than let the pressures of social conflicts or mistakes put you in a situation where you could possibly lose control and move backwards in any way. You sought out adults you could trust and shared deeply while also listening carefully to advice. As you and I have often said, it's not so important that we stumble, that we fall, but that we have the strength, the humility, and the courage to rise each time and begin again. You weren't even in our performance of Raising in the Sun. As person after person fell out of their role in the play, you kept your eye on the situation, and with only a week to go before the performance, you offered to play one of the primary roles, and it turned into much more than you realized even then, but you absolutely became that character. You stepped right in, and you stepped up. You don't let many people down, Genesis. Now it is time to take this fresh start and not let yourself down. You can take on anything, and we'll be here for you if you need to be reminded.
Before I met Jenna, I had no idea that such a big attitude could come in such a small package. Every day, Jenna comes to school perfectly put together, lip gloss popping, gets Tiana to help her pull her enormous backpack out of her locker, and gets started rocking her day. Jenna, you are so smart, hardworking, loyal, and I'm only saying this because you're graduating, but usually right about things. I know these traits will serve you well in high school as you continue to grow into yourself and flourish. You already have what it takes to rise to the challenges that high school will present. Remember to be open to new people and experiences. Sometimes your teachers or peers will have good points too. Stay true to yourself and keep smiling. Joden Shields. This is from Miss Ashley, who couldn't be here today, but I'm very excited to read it for her. Joden, for the short time I've gotten to know you, you've been one of the most laid-back students I have come across. Half the time I forget you're even in last period because you're separated from Shay, and I'm so used to you all laughing and being goofy. That's what's going to take you far in high school, knowing when it's time to play and when it's time to be serious. I hope your time in high school is enjoyable and a learning experience that will help you excel in the next stages of life. Congratulations, you're finally a high schooler. We're so proud of you.
Can I have John?
John is the brightest
but John has his own gravitational force that pulls you to him. I've had the privilege of seeing John swim and work in the play Raisin in the Sun. In both aspects, when he sets his mind to something, he won't stop till he achieves it. For swimming, it was always beating his best time. For the play, he was dedicating to making sure the microphones worked perfectly. He has always been an active participant in every group activity and always quick to help. John, I hope that this next step in your life brings you joy and you get everything in life you want, because you deserve it. Congratulations.
Jordan Gage. This is how Jordan makes her presence known to me every morning at arrival. Waiting for a hello and letting us all know she has arrived and we're about to begin our day full of exuberance and joy. I have thoroughly enjoyed watching Jordan's personality blossom over the last 2 years at WCS. You went from a quiet, reserved 7th grader to a strong, vivacious 8th grader who stepped up in student council, persevered academically, and always, without a doubt, added a little shine to my day and everybody else's day. I hope you keep shining bright in high school and definitely take over Roxborough's student council. I'm gonna miss you sharing your strawberry Pop-Tart crust with me. But I know you'll share them next year with somebody else. Congratulations, Jordan, and best of luck.
Can I get Joseph, please? I cannot wait where I do not have to remind you to stay in class, walking feet, and explain that I do not have to share my food with you for any reason, no matter how much you claim you were my favorite back in the day. I also cannot wait to no longer remind you that everything is not a competition. So what, you finished your test first or was on level S first? Joseph, let it go. That was in 3rd and 4th grade. But seriously, Joseph, you know how much I care for you. I am very proud of you. I'm very proud of the young man you are shaping out to be. From being respectful, a friend, scholar, mentor, and a big brother as well as many other beautiful factors. Please take these qualities with you into high school. Joseph, just like your honorary nickname, Crude, hold on to these traits, for he too is a champion of good character also. I'll miss you, friend. Don't be a stranger. Just don't ask me for my food. Love you, sir. Congratulations. Juniper Reggiani. I can still remember so many of you walking into kindergarten on your first day of school, wide-eyed, nervous, maybe shedding a tear or two. I remember Juniper in that group, quiet, reserved, but wide-eyed and eager for everything. It may have already felt like home for her, as she had a few very familiar faces at WCS. It has been amazing to watch Juniper blossom into the young person she is today. Above all else, what stands out about June is that she is a truly well-rounded person. She is an outstanding student, always striving for academic excellence, and she has earned honor roll every single trimester. She is also a committed defensive soccer player. She plays piano and is a visual artist. But most important of all, she is a committed friend and a good listener. Most amazingly, she has also somehow survived going to middle school with her father.
This is a connection you probably didn't know you and I have. My mother was also a teacher at my middle school, and I can say you handled it much better than I did. What may be most unique about Juniper, though, is that she has that rare gift of being able to quietly and confidently walk into any room and connect with and work with all kinds of people. A gift the world surely needs. Juniper, we are so proud of you, of all you have accomplished, and of who you are becoming. We wish you the best of luck at AFS next year, and of course, you know there will always be a few friendly faces here for you at WCS.
Kennedy Edgefield. Oh, my Ken, I am so very proud of you. I can't believe that you are moving on to high school. You have been here at Wissahickon for as long as I've worked here. And it seems like only yesterday you were this tiny little kindergartner with a mission, and now you are off to the next phase in your educational journey. No matter what may be going on, I always get a hello from you when I see you. I'll miss that. You are kind, you are young, and don't let anyone tell you anything different. Best of luck to you in high school, and please know that you are always welcome back to come and say hi. Congratulations.
Kylie is one of the few students who makes teaching math feel easy. She has an intuitive understanding of math, and after a problem or two, she is able to apply what she learned to the next thing. Throughout this year, Kylie has gone from calling me over for reassurance before she even tried a problem by herself, to finishing her work and moving on to side projects before I even get to her desk. While I'm so proud of the growing you've done this year, Kylie, I have a few words of wisdom as you graduate and continue to grow into the best version of yourself. High school is a clean slate. You have the chance to let go of the things that have defined you in the past and try something new. Making new friends is both exciting and difficult. Remember, it's okay to let people in, to share your knowledge with others, and use your excellent sense of humor to build people up. Hill Friedman is so lucky to have you. Congrats, Kylie.
Now you can come, Kyrie.
Do you remember that activity we once did where we pretended to play the good voice and the bad voice, and you and your group had to walk through multiple scenarios and pretend to be each of those voices we hear inside our head when we have to make a choice? Do you remember that? With the scale? I know you remember. When you are most confident, when you believe in yourself, that good voice speaks loud and clear. When you doubt yourself, when you rely on the opinions of others, then I can hear that other voice. Can I hear inside your head? No. But what you do in the world, your actions, the way you treat others, that tells me which voice you're listening to. You have that voice, Kyrie, the voice of a really great young man that we know you are and can be. I've seen you be an advocate. I've seen you struggle with difficult things and come out with maturity and insight. Try to find ways to block out the noise of others and listen to the voice that makes you feel the most proud of yourself. And know that despite the ups and downs, all of us are proud of you.
Layla. As some of you might know, Layla is someone who hates the spotlight. Sorry, Layla, but today I'm so happy to shine some light on you and your greatness. Smart, funny, creative. She is helpful to kids when they are sad or mad. I appreciate that she is being her own self. She is always supporting friends and younger students. She goes out of her way to help others. She accepts others for who they are. I want to be just like her one day. These are just some quotes staff and students have made about Layla, and I couldn't agree more. I hope everyone here today takes some advice that Layla exudes. Dare to be different. Dare to accept and champion those that are different. Be loyal to yourself and others to create the foundation of a strong community. Layla, I know your greatness, and I'm excited for you to continue to learn, grow, and show the world all that you are.
Lauren, I remember meeting you on Zoom in Mr. Andy's ELA class. You were one of the few students that consistently kept your camera on and actively participated. Zoom was such a hard place to be open and put yourself out there, but you didn't let that computer screen stop you from being you. Heading into last year, I was so looking forward to meeting you in person, because on Zoom, you showed you were curious, empathetic, and full of smiles. You were shining. Needless to say, you continue to show all of those qualities and more. I am really excited for you to branch out from WCS and continue to learn and grow. Just like you weren't afraid to jump in on Zoom school or jump into every student council activity this past year, or even jump on stage like an hour ago to do that speech with Sabrina. Like, you just jump in. Don't be afraid to walk into Girls High with your head held high, ready to keep shining the way you do. Congratulations, Lauren. I am so excited for your next chapter.
Patrice, as I've gotten to know you, I see that you keep many of your talents hidden. Your creativity, your self-expression, your style. It's all there, waiting for those who are looking for it. As you go on to high school, I hope that you continue to find ways to let these gifts out there to share with the world. But also, don't forget that these talents are always there for yourself as well. Be sure to use them. I'm so grateful that I had a chance to get to know you better this year, and I wish you the best of luck as you move beyond our Wissahickon walls. Congratulations.
Quentin, please.
Miss Jones, what's not good today? Miss Jones, didn't you say I did better on my test than Joseph? Miss Jones, you were always blaming me. Miss Jones, it was me, or let me explain. Chuckle, chuckle, ha ha. Miss Jones, it wasn't me, for real. Hey, Miss Jones, how are you today? Dang, Miss Jones, you short now. Words, greetings, and harassments, I will miss entirely. Being able to look up and simply check in were highlights to my day, even this year. Q, thank you for trusting me with your stories and inquisitions, for reminding me as to why I am here as an educator. Being able to welcome and encourage young men like yourself, whether they're an athlete, gamer, lover of books, a math nerd, or a person who finds strength in sharing their feelings and hope. However they identify,
as long as they are 100% themselves along the journey, because we need real, genuine people in this world. Quentin, please remember in this new chapter of your life to continue persevering. It gives us hope that young men like yourself have a chance out here in this harsh world. As I always say, keep your crown high, ears open, and eyes on the swivel. Not to mention, everything isn't a great debate if you're still doing it. You will not miss what is supposed to be yours, and what passes you, let it blow in the wind. Q, protect your well-being, hit the books, and stay humble. Come visit me, come visit us. Congratulations.
Love you, Q.
Rayon Turner Newburn. So here is a normal conversation with Rayad as he enters the school building in the morning. Me. Morning, Rayad. Have a good day. Rayad. Good morning. I'm not making any promises. One recent afternoon, as he left for the day, he told me and Miss Polite, "Bye, Aunt Christy. Bye, Miss Polite. I might not make it tomorrow. You know I'm an 8th grader, about to graduate." The next morning, I saw him there, on time, picking up the students he mentors in the lower school. This is a pattern that I have seen. Rayad speaks of himself as someone you can't count on. I asked one of Rayad's mentees what he has liked best about working with Rayad, and he was quick to tell me that the best part is that he shows up. If he says he's going to be there, he's there. And I don't know if Rayad realizes what a big deal that is. Showing up is everything. And agreeing to serve as a mentor for younger kids is not something that every middle schooler wants to do. I decided to look back at Rayad's kindergarten report card. At the end of that year, his teacher wrote, "During kindergarten, Rayad has brought drive, empathy, and enthusiasm to our class. We appreciate him for sharing the thrill of making new connections with us. This passionate nature has at times been a lot for Rayad to manage. We are happy to see him taking time to care for his emotions, and we're proud of the personal growth he has made." This statement is even more true now than it was then. Rayad, I know that you are partly using humor when you say that you can't make any promises about having a good day, and it did make me laugh. But I hope that deep down you have faith in yourself. Faith that you not only will show up for yourself and for others, but that the value of what you have to offer is immeasurable.
Russell Henry. Sometimes it's almost hard to look back at you guys from 7th grade, because it can feel like a really long time ago, and it's hard to see around the 8th grade year. But in thinking about you, it's impossible for me not to see you and your journey through these last 2 years. Last year, I had you in the morning, and for much of the first trimester, you were not consistently present during class. And this made it all the more impressive that you completed your work and you really took every response seriously, wanting to know frequently if you were on the right track. As these 2 years have passed, it is your self-confidence I have noticed and admired. No longer do you bring me every paragraph to check before you go on with the next. You're beginning to know you can do it because you have now been doing it for 2 years, and you're going to keep it going. You may not quite be feeling it all the way inside yet, but it is evident in your written responses and the consistent quality there that you do, in fact, trust yourself. And you're right to. Protect this confidence, Russell, but don't hide it away. More than you may be aware, your peers counted on you this year as someone they knew it would help them and have the right direction. Keep it going.
Sabria Young. We have come a long way, haven't we? If there was ever a student who tried my patience, worked my nerves, and made me question my entire career as a teacher, until I realized I needed to stop talking at you and start talking to you. Once that dynamic changed, I understood that you were a student that just wanted to be heard and understood. Well, I hear you now. And I will miss our morning hugs. I will miss bringing you peach ring candies. And I miss you asking me 100 times to check your work when I already told you it was perfect. I will just miss us. So for the last time this school year, we will share one of our favorite candies together. And just know, I will always be one of the people in your life who hears you.
Sabria, thanks. Sabria, you're a dedicated and talented student who is not afraid to ask for what you want, repeatedly. But I admire your persistence even when it's directed at me, because I know your enthusiasm to learn new things, along with your high standards for yourself, will take you far. Making your own clothes and forging your own path, you stand out from the crowd and bring creativity to all you do. Remember to embrace the mistakes along the way, hold on to that empathy, and always let your creative spirit shine. I'm so proud of you.
Sullivan Muhammad. Saeed, you did it! You've had so many things that could have impeded your success, but here you are. This is a testament to the strength of you and your family, who, despite maneuvering these hardships with you, have had your back throughout all your shenanigans. I was at first sad thinking about how I wouldn't have someone to knock on my window several times a day, but your little brother says he's already ready to follow in your footsteps. Thank you for allowing me to be one of the few people you let in. I'm thankful to have known what a thoughtful and caring person you are, despite this front you sometimes put on. And thank you for being one of the few students who asked me about how I was doing and truly meant it. I don't know any other student who gave me the 3rd degree every time I wasn't at work. But that's who you are. You take care of your people. So don't forget that the village you have behind you, your family, and us at Wissahickon will always be there to take care of you.
Yeah.
Zaire Berry. Mr. Berry. That's it, that's all I got. I mean, truly, that can really be the end of the speech because you are one of our students where a couple of paragraphs cannot be fully captured the entire essence as you are as a student here at Wissahickon. But I'll try. Is that okay? Okay. When we first was introduced to each other in 3rd grade, my heart melted at how studious you were. Then before the week ended, my ears began to burn because you had this tendency to have to explain everything, which wore me out. I had to mentally prepare myself for your multiple points of views on things that weren't even schoolwork related. Sometimes it was simply on a redirection on why you could not get out of your seat to ask a friend for a pencil sharpener when we were teaching on the rug. And just like a lawyer, you'd rebuttal with, Well, how else am I going to remember all the directions and steps it's going to get me to complete it correctly if I cannot write them down while you say them? Literally just like that in one breath, y'all, I promise. Although every action or direction doesn't require a reaction, low-key, you make some valid points. Because you're graduating, I'm telling you that now. Sahir Berry, you are the why kid, and no, you are not always entitled to your opinion. However, I've always appreciated your confidence and can look at things from multiple perspectives. The world needs someone like you to question the unknown and challenge society for social change. My only advice, Sahir, is to listen quickly, speak slowly, get out of your own way, learn from your mistakes, but be willing to make new ones. With great power comes great responsibilities. We used to talk about Spider-Man back in the day, I don't know if you remember. I'm always here if you need someone to talk to. Just ease up on the reasoning. Love you muchly.
Sam Smith. Sam is one of the most creative and unique students that I've ever had the joy of watching grow up. From a little 6th grader on Zoom to a grown-up 8th grade Sam carrying around 19 different books in that giant backpack, you've always stayed true to yourself and what you believe. Your incredible amount of integrity has allowed you to make smart choices, even when maybe some of your friends were. You are multi-talented, from acing math tests and winning my IXL challenge by a landslide, to your role in the play, to consistently churning out beautiful drawings that make your classmates say, I want to learn how to do that. Whatever you put your mind to, you can accomplish. Your drive and self-assuredness will take you places at Girls High, where I have no doubt you will both be a successful student and find a great group of friends. Thank you for sharing your endless stream of anecdotes with all of us, working hard in class, and always making me smile at the end of a long day. Congrats.
Sasha Shimoyama. Sasha, I have seen your journey through the many highs and lows of middle school, as well as the resilience you have demonstrated along the way. We once sat in my little office and discovered that mountain is one meaning of your last name, which to me mirrors your own strength and perseverance. I now want you to reflect on what obstacles you have already climbed and the future you can now look ahead to. Because the hardships that are provided to many in middle school can lead to new and brighter pathways. As you look ahead to high school though, please also don't be afraid to look back. I'll miss our quick morning check-ins at my arrival post and our talks about your experiences with Rock to the Future. And overall, I truly wish you the best.
Shay. This is actually from Miss Bree. I just get to be honored to read it for her. I've had the pleasure of knowing Shay since he was 8 or 9 years old, and his camp counselor, he was always the sweet, shy kid. Then I arrived at WCS when he was in 5th grade, and being new to the school, I was so excited to see him and Russell. If you asked them, I was probably too excited. Then I got to be one of his basketball coaches, and I got to watch him blossom, grow, come out of his shell, and oh yeah, get some buckets on the ball court too. I cannot believe he's going to high school already. I know he's going to be amazing and continue to excel. I want him to always believe in himself and never give up on who he is, because he's truly a great young man. I will always be here for him and can't wait to see all the amazing things he will do and all that he will accomplish. Sorry I missed your big day, but I know Miss Jones will give you the flowers you deserve. My fault, it's watching, my bad. Congratulations, Shannon. Love Miss Jones.
kindergarten at Wissahickon Charter School. It also just so happens that I began my career as a brand new teacher at that same time, also at Wissahickon Charter School. I had the privilege of teaching and working with Sinclair for 7 years. Over those years, we experienced many firsts together. As I was a brand new teacher, I had to figure out classroom management, grading, and best teaching practices. Sinclair, as a new student, had to navigate classroom routines, learn how to make friends, and how to navigate a new school building. I consider myself extremely fortunate to have had the opportunity to share these many firsts with a student like Sinclair. Sinclair is kind, empathetic, patient, funny, and smart. Despite often being a quiet student, he is able to connect with his peers and teachers in an impactful way. Sinclair is an observer and takes the world in around him and understands things in ways that others don't. Sinclair is the perfect example of what it means to be an empathetic person. He is not just sympathetic to those around him, he feels their emotions. I've experienced him to feel immense joy with his peers, laugh with them, but also embraces others' emotions and feels their sadness when they are down. His ability to feel what others are feeling allows his peers to be supported and never judged. Over the years with Sinclair, it was incredible to see him grow from a shy 5-year-old to the skilled and confident young man he is today. I've watched him overcome many hardships. I myself, and I'm sure the Wissahickon community as a whole, have been so proud to watch you grow over the years and know you are capable of reaching all your goals in the future. You are kind and strong, and you understand the world in the way the rest of us cannot. Use this as a strength as you move forward, and you will be successful. We're all rooting for you.
My dearest Celeste.
You have the sweetest spirit, and it comes through in everything that you do. I want you to always remember that there are going to be times that are hard, but you have to stay grounded. You have to surround yourself with people who only have the best interest in mind. You have to ground yourself in your family and your real friends. You have to protect that sweet spirit. There will also be times when things will be easy. Continue to be the life of the party. No. Continue to smile that amazing smile, and continue to always, always be unapologetic.
She's waited patiently, which isn't always the case, so I'd love to welcome Tiana. Tiana, you really rocked it this year. It's been so fun getting to know you in homeroom, science, and math. I am so proud of all your hard work and accomplishments over the past year. You have a great head on your shoulders and are capable of achieving any dream you put your mind to. Don't let anyone ever make you feel otherwise. You are empathetic and mature beyond your years, and I know these traits will carry you far as you begin your journey next year towards Washington. Good luck, and don't be a stranger.
Tyjir Davis. Despite the crazy amount of times I've had to repeat myself to Tyjir this year, I can say with certainty that I am proud of him and how far he has come in middle school. From a 6th grader starting a new school on Zoom to trying to be the class clown in 7th grade, Tyjir has really grown into himself in his time at WCS.
Tajir, this year your jokes are way more on point. Your ability to let things go has gotten way better. You even come to class with a pencil sometimes. The ability to grow and change and learn from your mistakes is not easy, but all the practice you've had will serve you well in high school. The next 4 years are a time of just as much growth and change as middle school, and I'm confident that you are going to become the best version of yourself. Congrats, Tajir.
All right, we're going to go ahead and do our closing message for today's programming. Dear class of 2023, as your principal, I am thrilled to be standing here before you for this milestone in your life, celebrating all of your hard work and growth. This momentous occasion is the culmination of years of hard work, dedication, and commitment to your education. You should be proud of everything you have accomplished and the challenges you have overcome to reach this point. As you prepare to enter the next phase of your life, I want to remind you of the importance of the values and skills you have learned during your time at WCS. You have developed critical thinking, problem solving, and communication skills that will serve you well in any path you choose to take. You have also learned our CARES values as well as teamwork and leadership, which will be essential as you navigate the challenges and opportunities ahead. As you embark on the next chapter of your life, remember to stay true to yourself and your passions. Pursue your dreams with determination and grit, and never be afraid to take risks and try new things. Embrace the challenges that come your way and use them as opportunities to learn and grow. I have no doubt that each and every one of you has the potential to achieve great things and make a positive impact on the world. I wish you all the best as you move forward, and I look forward to seeing the incredible things you will accomplish in the future. Before we finish up, we have some thanks. I would like to take another moment to just show some love and appreciation to our teachers. This year has been tough, but through their perseverance, they have shown up in so many ways for your students each day. If you are a WCS teacher, please stand up. I would also like to give some extra love and appreciation to our administration team. For my flower crew, you know who you are, remember, my flower crew. All right, I would also like to give some extra love and appreciation to our admin team. We pretty much have needed to work around the clock to keep up with all the needs that have emerged this year, and this group's patience, grace, and creativity is unmatched. We appreciate you all. I appreciate you all so much. Let's give them a round of applause as well.
We went over this. It's been so long.
Lastly, I would like to thank the organizers of tonight's graduation, Ms. F and Ms. Effie. This is a huge task. This is a huge task to take on in addition to the normal work that you all do each day. We truly appreciate you all making this wonderful night happen. Let's give them another round of applause.
me, can I give him his $5? I'm like, kid, I don't even know. I'm like, what? I'm not just happy for you, like, all right, class of 2023, please stand. On behalf of Wissahickon Charter School, I now declare you all graduates. Go ahead and move those tassels to the left side.